I'll go for 10 minutes to karaoke because it's right there. We'll go. So we go to this karaoke bar, or karaoke place. Okay, and I was like, I'm gonna go to bed by 2:00. I'm gonna be in bed, banky on, okay, knocked out by 2 is my plan. Okay. We get to the karaoke spot actually at like 12:15. I was like pleasantly surprised. I looked at the thing. I was like, hey, this is good. 2 hours would be good. We go into the karaoke spot. They make us wait kind of a long time, but it was kind of busy. It's a Friday night, whatever. We go into this room, and, we start putting on the jams. Okay, I sing the first song of the night, Love is an Open Door. Okay, I start requesting sad songs for, like, Disney songs. I was like, oh, look, put on some Disney. They're playing Break Even, the script. Some depressing music, actually. Someone was singing... a lot of, white boy anthems were going on. That was good. It was, I've been roaming around, always looking down. That one. I was like, damn, it's been a long time since I heard that one. That's a good one. And then, just a lot. Okay, it's good. Broden shows up just as I'm like, it's like 1:30 at this point, and Yvonne's like, oh, Broden's gonna come. And I was like, dude, should I leave before Broden gets here? Because Broden is the #1 staller instigator of all time. And it's also like, I could leave before Broden shows up, or Broden could show up and then I try to leave. He'll be like, what? Right when I got here? What? Come on. So I'm like, Broden showing up at 1:30 means I'm not going home till at least 2:15. Because I can't, so I was like, gonna debate. I was like, do I just leave now before he gets here? But that's BM. And I did say on the way out, like, I peer pressured Broden to come out. Okay, anyway, so Broden shows up, crushes Love Bug by the Jonas Brothers. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but Broden can do a great, Nick Jonas impression thing. He's great at it. Okay, so he's doing the Jonas Brothers. Okay, side note, I don't know if you guys know this. I didn't know this until last night. LA is not allowed to serve alcohol past 2 a.m. Like, this is just a law in LA. I didn't know this. I don't go out. Okay, that's just a thing. So the place we're at, I think that they serve, that's kind of like an underground thing, okay? That they do serve alcohol past 2 a.m. Okay, so in other countries it's different, but this is like a law in California. So it's, our table had closed out our tab at like 143 or something. There's a reason I know this. We closed out our tab. We weren't ordering, but just a side note, okay? So, it's about 2:05, and I'm like, okay, it's about time to wrap it up. So we queue up our final song, Golden, okay, So Golden comes on, and we're like, I was alone, so we're singing Golden, okay? All of a sudden, the door swings open, there's flashlights in our face, okay? Bright-ass flashlight, and there's a cop. And I was like, oh shit, it's ice. And then I was like, maybe it's not ice. I was like, what's fucking happening? And they're flashing lights in our face, and then they say, hey, are you guys all friends? And we're like, yeah, we're friends. And they're like, okay, you guys are friends. We're like, yeah, you know each other. We're like, yeah. And so they close the door. And I'm like, why are the cops here? Okay. We're going up, we stay singing. Okay, they interrupted the song, but the song's still going. Okay, so we keep going. We hear the music from the other rooms blasting. We're not gonna stop. The music is our last song. Okay. Then they open the door. Oh, by the way, also something to know. Broden's twin that night, Brandon, had just gone to the bathroom, so he wasn't in the room. It was literally me, Yvonne, and Broden. Okay, it was just us three at this point. And so then they come back, and this time it's a woman, a female cop, and she's like, did you guys already close out your tab? Or you guys closed out your tab? And we're like, yeah, our friends paid, I think. And she's like, where's the tab? And we're like, right there. And she's like looking at the check, and she has a flashlight on it, and then she's like flashing it at us, and we're like, uh-huh. And kind of half singing, kind of like, yeah, uh-huh. And then she's like, can you turn the music off? And we're like, yeah, we're really sorry. I was like, come on, cut Golden. Okay, I think the party's over. so turn the music off. We're like, what is going on? So then they close the door again. and we're kind of just like awkwardly sitting there. And then again, they open the door and then they tell Broden, hey, you need to go. And they say, we're splitting girls and guys up. You two are going to go into that room. So they send me and Yvonne into like a separate room with a bunch of other girls who are all just jamming at karaoke. And we're like, what the fuck is happening? And I was like, wait, Broden left? And then we were like, where's Brandon? Like, oh God, he went to the bathroom. So, we look at the girls and we're like, so we all start, hi, nice to meet you. Hi, I'm Jane. This girl's like, I'm Jane. I was like, nice to meet you. I'm Leslie. Oh, we're just, And I was like, oh, wow, you're so pretty. And I actually didn't say it. I should have said it. She was so pretty. And then, her friends, and we're just like, what's going on? We're like, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, we made some new friends. And I was like, why would they split girls and guys up? I was like, why would they ask us if we're friends? And then about a minute, just as we're kind of getting cozy with these new girls, the police come back in and they say, hey, you two go back into your room. So they get me and Yvonne, and then we get sat back in our first room. No music, nothing. And I'm like, dude. So we're trying to just hear for what's happening. And I'm like, I think I start hearing buzzwords, but I'm also panicking. And I'm like, I think I hear the word like escort. And I'm like, uh-oh. Like, do they think we're escorts? Or are they saying we need to be escorted to prison? To jail? What's going on? Wait, is that why we're being split? Is it? Oh my God, and then Yvonne's like, oh, there's like a law in LA that it's like no drinking past 2 a.m. or like no, like bars are shut down. So this place probably serving past 2. So maybe they're getting arrested for for that. And then we find out from our friends outside, they're like seeing people who work at the club or at the karaoke bar, like in handcuffs, a couple of the employees. And I'm like, what? And then we start hearing like the people getting like, I start hearing like the cop saying like, do you work here? Do you work here? And then the guy's like, no. He's like, well, your friend says you work here, so you're lying. And he's like, no, I don't work here. He's like, so, well, why would your friend say that? And he's like, oh, because I was like pretending to work here. He's like, if you're pretending to work here, then you work here and you're staying here. If you're lying, you're going to jail tonight. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? Me and Yvonne would be like, wait, what? Oh, wait, what is this about? Why would they split us up? We're just trying to like brainstorm. What is going on? Are we going to prison? What did we do wrong? Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, we're just like, and then like, occasionally they just keep like putting a flashlight in our room and like just checking on us. And then we're sitting there. I took a picture with Yvonne for the memes while this was happening. We were scared. Are we going to prison? So anyways, we I was cracking jokes because that's all I do when I'm stressed. So I was like, oh God, this is how it ends, isn't it? We were brainstorming a lot and so we start hearing the rooms getting like let out one by one. And we're like, go, go, go. We got 5 coming. We got this coming. Blah, blah, blah. But then between that, they're like yelling at the people who work there. So we were under the impression it was either about, we never got a clear cut answer. We were under the impression, we did. Okay, so we have a pretty clear idea. We think that they think that we were maybe being trafficked because they think they were checking to make sure that we weren't and like all the girls weren't. Because they asked, that's why they would ask, are you guys friends? And then they asked Broden to prove that he knew us. He was like, show us photos of you with them. And I think they were asking all the guys for photos of them with girls, proving you're friends with these people. Yeah. It seems like a nice place. I promise you, we have been to this karaoke bar. It's like not that kind of place. So I was like, of all the places, I'm sure, I swear, like this, it sounds like we're going to some really freaking sketch place. No, this place has been a classic. I've spent many a night here at this wonderful karaoke place. I swear, I guess I don't swear, but I've had many a safe night with friends at this bar, and we might have witnessed its final night. Anyways, we were thinking about that. We're like, the one time we come out, like it's been months since we've come out to like this specific place. But anyways, we didn't get final answers. Oh, also they just forgot about me and Yvonne. So everyone gets let out, all the rooms. It's like dead quiet at this point. And they're talking to the workers, asking them more questions about their telling what's your address, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, everyone got let out 10 minutes ago. All the rooms. It's just me and Yvonne. And I was like, is this something we do? Is there something specific? Like, we need to get questioned? And then this lady comes and she goes, oh, you guys can leave. I'm like, hello? She was like, wait, what? Oh, yeah, you guys can go. You guys go. 2 coming. Like, huh? So we just got held an extra, 15 minutes in this room fearing, I was like, what did we do wrong? Yeah, you guys can go. You guys are good. And then that was that. So we went.